Did you buy your masks in time or miss the opportunity? I did, and so I went online to try to find one that you could make yourself. And this is my design, but I want to show you what I found first. This one is from the University of Hong Kong Shenzhen Hospital, and it's a two-part thing. They said that it was 90% effective. It has this piece and also this piece. I really like this idea, but this mask I think could be vastly improved. No air gaps, and it pushes on your nose and wants to slide down. So I took the same materials that they used, which was a double layer of paper towel and a single layer of Kleenex, and made a folded version to make this. Now, you can note that when I put it on and start talking, it's so snug that you can see it move. Another place I checked online for making masks used two pieces of t-shirt material, but that involves sewing, so I'm working on a version of that as well. But for just using office supplies, I think this is better than nothing. I'm not going to claim that it's 90% effective, but I think if you use it in combination with something like this, it could be extremely effective. So let me show you how to make this. This is what you need in order to make the mask. 1 paper towel, 1 Kleenex, 2 rubber bands, some tape, and then a wire. And with this wire, you want a kind of wire that is very bendable but not springy. So see how that holds its shape when I bend it. This is copper wire. I think it's some kind of gardening wire that we had in our shop. But you could also use twist ties. I think you'd need to put 2 twist ties together to make it work. The kind of twist ties that come wrapped around electronics. You could probably use a paper clip, although they're a little bit on the stiff side, but if you didn't have anything else, that might work. You could also use a phone wire. These pairs are nice and bendable. You might put 2 or maybe 4 together to get a nice stiffness. To get started, first we're going to use the paper towel and fold it in half. So I'll do that just like that. Then I'll open it up and I want to make our nose bridge, which will go just like that, and we'll tape the wire on with a long piece of tape. Then we'll go ahead and cover it and fold it back in half again. Next, we'll lay this on top of the Kleenex. Now the paper towel is the outside of the mask. This is the top. In fact, what I'm going to do, this Kleenex has a little fold right here, and it also has teeny tiny little holes. See those holes there? Those I don't like. I want to avoid those holes. So we're going to stick this here. And then those little holes are outside of our paper towels, so as long as they're on the outside, that should be fine. And then I'm going to fold this over on top here and secure it with little tiny pieces of tape at the end. Now, you want to minimize how much tape covers your mask, because the more tape that covers it, the harder it'll be to breathe. But at the ends, it won't matter, because that's going to get folded up and used to help secure the elastic bands. So you're okay at the very end, but don't put tape here. Same thing on the bottom. This is going to fold up like that. And since these little holes in the Kleenex are on the outside, that won't matter. Now I'm going to tape this one, but I'm going to do it later. I'll show you why in a moment. So now we're going to fold this over in half. And right now what I have on top is the bottom. The wire is right there. And then we're going to fold the corners in like this and tuck them under the Kleenex. And then we'll tape this around the other side. Okay, that's one side. Same thing over here. Fold this like that. Put it under the tissue. And then tape it there. Okay. Then the last step is to put your elastic bands. So what's nice with these is to have it spread out a little so that when it's on your face, it's pulling from two sides. So if you have a really big face, you can kind of put it at the end. That gives you a little more length. But if you don't, then it's a little more comfortable to have it be a little bit wider. So I would do it about like that. And then you have one bigger piece of tape that's mostly going to just be on the sides. Don't put it way up here because then you're blocking some of your filter. So I would put it closer to here. And then your tape is just little triangles right here. Okay, and then on the other side too. Fold it up about like that. Put this on. Fold it over. And tape. Like that. Okay, and now the mask is done. You have a nice clean Kleenex on the inside. It's one layer of Kleenex and then 2 layers of paper towel on the outside. So to put it on and fit it properly, you want to get it over your nose bridge and shape it around the shape of your nose. And then put your elastic band around your ears, like that. And make sure that you have a good seal all the way around. Now you can kind of tell if when you go, the whole thing comes in and out. There you go. Now, if you want to make this even better, put on a face shield. Oops, not going to work. Now this is another good idea, and I'll show you how to make that next. You need first a pair of shop glasses or sunglasses or some kind of wraparound sunglasses. It's better if they're wraparound because that will protect you more. You need a cover of a report. There are many options, but I like this because it's thicker than other options such as plastic holders for paper. Those are kind of on the thin side. This one will hold its shape a little better. So if you have some old report, you can just pull these out. Like that. They have this hole right here. So I'm going to cut that off. I think that adds a spot that makes it harder to clean. The advantage of this is that you can actually clean it. So might as well minimize all the spots where things can get dirty. So the first step is to just hold it in half and round the corners. It doesn't have to be perfect. Something about like that. And the second step is to use a 3-hole punch. Punch 3 holes in it. And then what you're going to do is attach that to your glasses in 3 places. Putting everything together. First put on the mask. Fit the nose. Ears, check. Head net on. And there you go. Finished product.